Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. Hey, in today's video, I want to talk about the two things that mainly ruin long-term relationships. This is going to be for the men when it comes to their girlfriend, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and say what the two are up front, but then I want to dive into each one of them, okay? That way you can really understand what each one is, and chances are, if your relationship's going downhill, you might be doing this. So number one is going to be you're getting complacent. Number two is your woman does not feel heard or understood, meaning anytime she complains about something, bitches about something, if you hear things like you're not listening to me, that's what I mean by that. Your woman doesn't feel heard or understood. Now, remember I said feel. Women act based on how they feel in that moment. It takes time for a woman to fall in love, and it takes time for a woman to fall out of love. So if you're having relationship problems, please watch this video to the entirety, okay? So first things first is you are getting complacent, all right? Chances are if your girlfriend's complaining, or if she's saying something along the lines of, I can't give you specifics, but if she's saying something along the lines of, oh, you never take me out anymore, or when are we gonna go on our next date, or I feel like you don't love me, we don't do anything anymore, we just sit around the house, or we watch movies. She's basically just complaining that you're not taking her out on dates anymore. When you two first started dating, think back to it, man. You guys started, like, you first started dating, and then you guys are going out, you're having fun, and then you guys are starting to, like, you're fucking, and that, dude, it's been great, both physically, mentally, emotionally, everything's awesome. The woman wants to have a love story. That's why they read books like that. That's why they watch dramas and watch romantic movies. So when you were first with your girl, those chemicals of like dopamine, and I think the other one is oxytocin, I think. That's a love binding hormone. That's what brings the woman closer to you, okay? When that happens in the first 6 months, about in the limerence phase, that's when things are awesome. But then if you guys move in together, or if you guys especially get married, what most men typically do is like, well, I've been with my girlfriend for so long now, I live with her, like I don't really have to do anything anymore. Like she's not gonna go anywhere, I live with her. Brody, I can tell you from experience, bro. I don't care how good of a guy you are, I don't care what you've done for this girl. Your girlfriend, if she does, based on how she feels, or your wife, she will leave you if you stop taking her out on dates and courting her like you were supposed to. The reason why is if you're not showing her love and affection and taking her out on dates and spending money on her like you used to, she fell in love with that man. It was very exciting for her to be around that man. Remember, it's exciting. It made her feel good. It made her feel happy. So if you're just being complacent, sitting around watching fucking football or golf all day long, and you're not taking your girl out for dates at least once a week, or she's gonna eventually, feel like you don't care about her anymore. And even though we both know you do, we both know that just because we're not dating our woman, we would do anything in the world to make sure our girl's okay, to make sure our girl's happy. That's what we do. It took us a lot of time, effort, and energy and money to build that relationship. We don't want to lose it. So yeah, from a guy's point of view, just because it's been a week and you guys haven't been out on a date, in your mind, that's okay. But in the girl's mind, if she starts bitching about that, it's a big deal to her. Remember, how she feels in that moment is that you are not loving her or showing her affection, or in this case, taking her out on dates and doing stuff with her like you used to. That love story that she wants, it's coming to an end right now. She doesn't want that. But that's one of two things that will ruin relationships. You have to constantly date your girlfriend or your wife. It never ends, okay? Having a girlfriend, having a significant other, especially as a man, it is a lot of work. I get it, you might have a busy career, you might go to the gym or do other things, you don't really have a whole lot of time, but you brought that woman into your life for a reason. As much as guys love having sex with our girlfriends or wives, we both know that the girl in your life is there for a reason. She's more than just a body. She fucking better be, or you got some issues. Now, you don't deserve a girlfriend if that's the case. So in that case then, Like, you wanted her in your life for a reason. Why are you no longer doing things for her like you used to? Yeah, man, relationships are a lot of work. So if you find yourself getting complacent and you're not courting your girlfriend like you used to, you need to ask yourself if you even want to be in this relationship to begin with. A lot of guys from the videos that I've watched online that get in this predicament where the girl's like on the verge of breaking up with them, is the chances are the guy checked out of the relationship a long time ago. We just don't want to be single. So if you're in a relationship right now with a girl that even you have thought about breaking up with in the past, I've been in that case. I've been there. I've been with girls that I thought about breaking up with and I still stayed. And then in some cases I did break up with them. So I've been there. I know what that feels like. But you know, we're staying for a reason, whatever that reason is, because we want to make this work. But again, if you're not courting your girlfriend, she's going to do what she needs to do to feel better about herself. And she might, depending on your girlfriend, there's a couple options. She might break up with you because she feels like you don't care about her anymore. And then she might heal until she's ready to go out and start dating. Or if she's a little insecure, might monkey branch. So she'll start talking to other dudes until she's got another dude lined up. And then she'll get rid of you and start dating him. And then, because women will do that. It's safer from an evolutionary standpoint to monkey branch. That's why people do it. It's an evolutionary thing, as fucked up as it is. Can't be mad at her. You can only be mad at yourself, bro. She gave you probably several chances to keep treating her right, and you just didn't. Okay, so that's gonna be number one, is getting complacent. Remember, in order to keep this, take your girl out for a date once a week, at least. It doesn't need to be expensive. It's just, you just gotta do something fun with her. Show her you still care. That's all you gotta do. That's so fucking easy. I don't care what excuses you have. Oh, I'm saving money to buy a house, or I don't have a lot of money to spend. I don't have a lot of time. If you don't have enough time in your life to prioritize your girlfriend, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. You're doing her a disservice. Let her go and find somebody else that will have the time for her, because you clearly don't. Number two is your girl is not feeling heard and understood, okay? So this is gonna be if your girl is bitching about something, or if you guys keep fighting about something, or if your girlfriend's mad and you're not like trying to open her up and get her to talk about you, or talk about what's going on. Because remember, women are not logical. They act more in their emotions. They will tell you what's going on, but they're gonna tell you in a way where it kind of like beats around the bush. It's fucking annoying. But that's why you gotta ask them questions. Baby, I don't understand what it is you're trying to say. I get you're upset, but I need you to talk to me in like a way that I can understand. Why are you upset? Don't beat around the bush. Just what is it? You're not gonna hurt my feelings. If you're upset, I need to know. What am I doing wrong? Or what are you upset about? Now, remember this, guys. Remember this, please, please, please. When a woman talks to you, if she vents to you, if she complains to you, if she's bitching or whatever, she does not want a solution. She just wants you to listen to her. So if your girlfriend is mad at you for not taking out the trash, instead of saying, okay, well, I'll just take out the trash, problem solved. No. Okay, baby, well, listen, I understand you're upset at me taking out the trash, but why? What do you, like, what about me not doing that yet upsets you? Well, I've been asking you to do it for blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get that. Are you not telling me anything else, or is there something else going on other than the trash, or am I missing something? That was just an example of trying to ask. You just want to ask deeper level questions to get her to explain what's really going on. Because you're going to know, women, for the most part, they've already got the solution in their head. They've already got the solution. They've already thought about it. But the way normal, healthy women feel better about themselves is by talking. They fucking yap. That's what they do. Women talk, I think women say like 8,000 words a day. Men say about 2,000. And then depending on the guy, if you're someone like me who grew up with a mom, I'm like basically up in like 5 or 6. I can fucking talk all day. All right? So that right there, man, asking your girl not feeling heard and understood. So I've had girlfriends in the past, like my recent one that told me, she's like, you're not listening to me. And I'm like, you're trying to turn this conversation around on me. In hindsight, that's what she was doing, but I can't blame her for that, because we're not going to get into that, but I failed to ask her, well, what am I not understanding? Let me understand you first, and then maybe you'll hear my side of the story. What's really going on here, babe? What's bothering you? Why are you doing this? I'm complaining about this, and I keep complaining about it. and you keep telling me I'm not listening to you. What am I not getting here? Okay, that sort of makes sense, but can you go a little deeper on that? Because I want to make sure I really understand you, so that way we don't have to keep having this conversation. What am I missing here? Try to tell me in a way that makes sense. Well, I'll listen. Let's work this out. Okay, that's making her feel heard and understood. And you're gonna notice too, guys, if a woman feels heard and understood, she's gonna love you more, and you're gonna have more sex with her. She's gonna want to be around you more because she feels safe around you. So if you're with a girlfriend or a wife that doesn't feel heard and understood, and you'd be surprised how many women feel that way. You can go ahead and ask them. I've talked to a lot of girls that are like, yeah, I don't feel like my boyfriend's doing that right now. I'm like, well, your boyfriend probably only has a limited amount of time with you, because most men don't know how to do that. And I just told you, if she brings up something, so say, babe, listen, I understand that that's upsetting you, but I'm not understanding where you're coming from. Please help me understand you. Let me try to ask you questions until this makes sense to me. I can see you're upset. Why are you upset? Okay, all right. Well, what's that doing, or why is that bothering you? Okay, and how does that make you feel right now? Okay, so what would you like me to do in order to fix this? I don't want to give you, like, what would you like me to do? See what I'm doing here? By asking her questions, I'm helping her feel heard, because she's telling me what's wrong, and then I'm understanding what it's doing to her, feeling heard and understood, and then she could tell me the solution on how to stop that. That's gonna save your relationship, right? Men are logical. We will tell you things like, listen, I wanted to go out last night, and you came home and you were too tired, and that really pissed me off because you said we would go out and I waited around for you. I made plans to take you out, and then you fucking told me, no, you didn't want to anymore. So I feel like I wasted my day because of that. Women are not gonna be that direct. They're gonna say, I don't know. They're gonna say something like, well, I really wanted to go out last night, but it just seemed like you just didn't want to anymore. Do you kind of see how that's a little different from the guy that's like, you said no, well, you didn't seem like you wanted to. What do you mean it didn't seem like I wanted to? Of course I wanted to. I don't know. I didn't get that vibe from you. It just seemed like you wanted to stay at home. I literally waited for you all day long to get home, so that way I could take you out. What do you mean I didn't feel like going? Yes, I did, honey. Well, you're not listening to me, Mitchell. I don't know how to explain it to you. Well, I need to understand you somehow. Can you please try so we don't have to argue about this again? See what I'm doing here? Right? Hopefully this helps, guys. That is the two main things that will absolutely ruin long-term relationships. I promise you, man. You know, I think being complacent might be the first one. Just, if you're a guy that checked out of the relationship a long time ago, you're better off just breaking up with her and being single, because you don't want to be with her anymore if that's why. And I get it. We don't want to be single because being single sucks. But, you're not really treating the girl fair if you're with her when you don't want to be anymore. Deep down you don't want to be because you caused a lot of problems, but you're with her because you don't want to be single. And then the second one, if you're with a girlfriend, man, it's hard work, bro. She's got to feel like you care. She has to feel like she can come to you about any issue, any problem, and open up. She needs to feel safe around you, and she's not going to feel safe around you if you're not able to allow her to speak to you in a way where she can feel better about what's going on. Women feel better when they just start yapping about things. All right, guys, so listen, if you want to get better at dating and relationships, my new book's out. Click the link in the description. Watch the video on the next page. See if that's for you. Pick up a copy. If you want to work with me in coaching one-on-one, link in the description. Same thing. You'll see a video on the next page. If it's for you, sign up. And with that being said, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.